Hello again, welcome back to another Doctrzombie live stream. Alright, hello everyone! Yes, tonight we are playing another spooky game. At least I hope it's spooky. I heard it's a psychological thriller. I saw the 2 trailer videos for it, and I thought to myself, this looks like something that I would probably enjoy playing for a stream. And it was only 16 to 17 US dollars, so I'm gonna give it a try. We'll see how far I get, and if I like it or not, if I think it's worth playing. There's apparently 97 achievements, so that makes me think there's a lot of game here, but who knows? It is a visual novel style game, and it is called Slay the Princess. Content warning. Oh, hold on, come on. There we go. I'm glad it's showing up. This is a horror game. It's not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website if you need a full list of content warnings. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects, as well as a parallax effect that on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. If either of these cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preferences. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark day spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Alright, here it is. Slay the Princess. Start game. Just fucking, hold on, preferences. Music volume down a bit. Although, to be fair, it seems very, very quiet. So let me see if I can maybe up the volume of the game. Perhaps the game itself has gone. Yes, I see what's happening here. Oh, I can see what's happening. That should help. You guys should be able to hear it a little bit better now. I will lower the music a bit. Okay. We're jumping in. I know very little about the game except what the trailer suggested, which is that this innocent little princess here is not so innocent. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
In the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, there's a little pop-up in the top fucking corner, so I can't see it. Also, my face is up there, and that might not be the greatest position for me to be at this time. So we're going to go ahead and drop my ass down in here, and maybe this will be a bad position. We'll see. I can also maybe make myself just a smidge bigger. Hello there. Hello, everyone. I do play so many different games. I love different games, especially games that are weird and unique. Alright. Explore! The end of the world? What are you talking about? Explore! Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Explore. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Explore, 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 holy shit. There's a lot of options here. We're going to start with the end of the world. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
How can a princess locked away in a basement in the world? Have you considered maybe the only reason? Killing princess is kind of bad, though. Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Look, I'll go to the cabin, and I'll talk to her, right? If she's bad as you say, then she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had a chance to meet her face to face. Sorry, Monty Python. Alright, I'm sold. Let's get this over with. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to offer monarch. Viva la revolution. Silently continue cabin, turn around and leave. Why am I supposed to be doing it? Can't you have someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but
This narrator reminds me of Bennett Foddy a smidge, and it makes me violently angry. How do you know she's a princess?
don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Who's counting on me? Do I get some sort of reward?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Alright. Can you tell me what the reward is? No? Yeah, here you go. Can you tell me what prize is for doing a job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Alright, let's get this over with.
Good.
Right then, itch up your pants. I'm gonna go fucking murder that princess.
Should all be smooth sailing.
It'll be easy. I'm gonna go in and stab her. Right?
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
I like this narrator. He speaks in a voice that I imagine that I speak in when I'm trying to narrate the spooky games like The Depths. Or Dredge, I mean.
A warning before you go any further.
Right?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Right. Princess is lying taut. I won't be dealing with no princesses. Slaying her. That's what I'm here to do. Got a job, mate. It's just about the money.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess.
Voice of the
We're
hero.
supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Nope. Got a job.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Into the cabin. It's a bit quiet compared to
The
me.
interior of the
Okay, let
cabin
me see if I
is
can.
almost entirely bare.
Hold on. I don't know if I can make it more. It's already at max volume here. Oh, I can up the volume in here. Hold on. I'll up the volume in OBS. I'll put it all the way up. That seems like it should be better. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and the walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture note is a plain wooden table. Parched on that table is a pristine blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Continue down the stairs silently.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Steel your nerves and step forward. Just silently murder the princess and go home victorious, right? No talking, no giving her a chance to betray me. It's time to murder.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the princess! It's right there at the bottom. Let's do it.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Oh boy. Of course not, it was too easy. Of course it is. She's dead. I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. We're going in the middle.
It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there.
Right, remove the head and destroy the brain.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Fuck. Check for a pulse against the narrator's wishes, or just get the fuck out of here. Check up her skirt too. Jesus, dirty tea. Nope. Let's just get out of here. We stabbed her. That was what I was supposed to do.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Nope. That was my job.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Wait, this is my prize? This is great. Thank you so much. Wait, this is my prize? This sucks. That's bullshit. Let me out of here. Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping to get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
You betrayed me, narrator.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Did you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We are happy. Hell no. Any idea how to guess that out of here? Of course we are. I like it. Let's get the fuck out of here.
But you're probably not going to like it.
Gonna have to go back down to the basement, aren't I?
Blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Stab ourselves?
I can hear everything you say, little voice.
Oh no.
There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Would we be dead? Anything to get out of this hell? You're right. I didn't like that idea. I'm just going to stick around and do nothing, at least a little while longer.
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
Better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die. I'm not risking death over your weird hunch. Anything to get out of this hell, you're right. I'm not risking death to get over your weird hunch.
I suppose we've got all the time in the world for you to change your mind. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voice's pleas fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Good ending! You did it! You saved everyone! MS Paint! We did it, everyone! Congratulations. 10 out of 10. We beat the game. Well done. All we had to do was go in there, stab the princess, and live forever in the weird, eternal hellscape that is, GG. Well done. Your song, The Princess, the World Ender, Eternal Bliss. Yeah, you did it. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of your gratitude, here's the track order for Splish for Play. If it's just for you, if you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the URL. Okay. Join the Discord mailing list, subreddit, follow us somewhere else, make a playlist, explore, play our other game, return to the main menu. Let's do that again. And see what else we can. The void is eternal. All praise the void. Well worth the 16
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, right?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Oh, alright.
You
Going
make
up
your
the
way
cabin.
up the short path to the cabin.
Turn around and go home. I'll
You'll
do that one
find
next.
the princess within.
Just say, fuck this, and leave.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Into the cabin. Make sexy time? Alright. That's the goal. Sexy time with the
The
princess.
interior of the
Basically
cabin is almost
rape.
entirely bare.
Since she's
The air
chained.
is stale and musty, and the
So
floor
weird.
and
That's what she
walls are
wants.
painted in a fine layer of dust.
This is
Only
getting very
furniture
dark
of
very
note
quick, and it is
is
not
a
the
plain
game.
wooden
It
table.
is this chat.
Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I don't need the stinking blade. We're going in the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives
Chat
here,
never gets
slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
That's different than the voice I heard before.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Just checking in on you. Lie, I'm here to save you. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What's your name, princess?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named
This is
Princess
tribute to
Princess?
you found it, yes. So is Princess your name? You don't have a name, do you? Because you're some sort of demon.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Or, if I'm the first person you've seen from a while, what have you been eating or drinking? That's a good one.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. But I don't actually think you're dangerous, but I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe. I'm starting to think it's true. There's something about you that doesn't feel right. Let's say I'm not sure what to believe.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Deflect, what are you going to do if I let you out of here? I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret. No, which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous, or remain silent. We'll say I was hoping you'd tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that, and I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
More monarch bigotry from the narrator. Welcome, Truly Bar. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up here for a reason. I won't kill you, but I just can't set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed for a while and just kept you company? Maybe then everyone would be happy. Going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up. It isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. Go get the blade. Go back upstairs and get the blade without saying another word. Can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Oh boy.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around up there, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Hey, let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't
Thanks for
leave
buying the
until
bathwater.
the task is done. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates,
Oh, God!
raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination
Jesus.
of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess or slay the princess.
Fine. against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp.
Oh
and
my
it takes
God.
no effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
Ominous.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Warn her. Or slay the princess.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist. The narrator's tweaking.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands.
I'm gonna get murdered.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use it,
shit.
does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2. What? Ugh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died. What am I doing here? Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. Proceed to the cabin, turn around and leave. Well, per what Brandon wanted, we're just gonna go home.
Are we running away? What are you doing? We have to save her.
Voice of the smitten.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope. You're persistent. I'll go to the cabin. I'll slay the princess. Ugh. Okay, fine. I'll go to the cabin. I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her. Maybe I won't. I guess we'll see. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. It's the only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. We'll go walk the opposite direction now. Continue quietly down the path away from the cabin. I'm just gonna go with nope.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. Convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. Everything is getting... What's going on? Where are we? Oh, I don't like this one bit. There's not a single damsel in sight. How dull.
World around you is unwound. Its physical matter replaced by a textured nothingness. It is quiet. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty that I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like you. It's a nightmare. Wake up! Embrace the thoughts. It's a nightmare! It's not. Back to chapter 1. Denial. Return to your destined path or face the consequences.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Well, this goes back to the beginning. Have you ever considered maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Sweet! I've always wanted to offer monarch people a revolution, so I'll link to the cabin. Turn around and leave. Forget it! I'm not doing this!
Serious? No, you have to do it.
Nah, I'm good. Thanks. Alright. Alright, I'll go to the cabin. If she's as bad as you say, maybe I'll slay her.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Alright, into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I will take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Let's go in the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
That's the evil-sounding one.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Just checking in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk
Hi,
down
Pluto.
the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Why would you even think that? Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. I'm gonna go with nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the
This
princess.
is a different
face to
princess.
face,
It's very strange.
unarmed.
Maybe it's just because I didn't bring the knife?
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
A relationship? Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Too late.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I
Her
could
voice
tell
is
you that I'd
different.
lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that
Her
I'd do any
behavior is
other
different,
number
too,
of
like
good
looking at her
things that I'm
fingernails
sure
the
you
other girl
think
did.
you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Okay. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
A relationship.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Again, she
different.
offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Too long. Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Slay the princess, examine the chains. I'm gonna keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We get to know each other better while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Kill the princess!
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle. She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow. We shouldn't have hesitated. But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down. As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs.
Damn, Dirty D.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The tower? That's different than the damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again. She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
It's more than just deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened, proceeded to the cabin, turned around.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. Of course we died. We couldn't land a single blow on her, and she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die. What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless. She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? If she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end. Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe in you.
Let's talk about the princess.
Just be quick about it.
She killed me last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again? All she did last time around was beat me to death. How could I someone like that in the world? To quote you from last time, she's just a princess. Why was she strong enough to beat me to death with her bare hands?
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin and you'll be fine. Or we could pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending that we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
Can I fill my head with different voices?
You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Alright, you're being cagey. What aren't you telling me? If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me? She killed me last time around. I can make sure that doesn't happen again.
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Would it?
The less you know about her, the better.
Is it?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Who cares if you think we're special? As far as I can tell, the only thing special about us is that we get to experience painfully dying all over again. Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Alright.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with
To the cabin.
a warning. but she will lie. Lying? Cheating? Why would she even bother? She didn't need to do anything like that last time. She caught us off guard last time. We'll be fine. Let's just keep our wits about us. At least one of you still has a shred of sense. Just make sure you listen to him and not that whiner.
Into the
That's
cabin.
what you want. I guess I...
Incredible.
The interior of the cabin
this is
larger
different.
and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror.
That's
There's
a mirror.
The altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror?
Oh my
We're all
god.
going to die anyway.
Who cares?
I'm sure that
So
if we looked in
sad.
there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are.
Yeah,
It will only make
I'm
things
gonna look in the
worse.
mirror.
For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future. Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal. Probably. Do you not know what we look like? He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
Doesn't matter if there's a mirror, remain silent, approach the mirror. If I want to see myself, I want to see how handsome I am. I care about whether I'm being lied to. There's a mirror. I'm just gonna walk up to the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Weird. This whole cabin is different than last time.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Alright, grab the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It
In the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. Huh,
Yeah, no, we're
This
definitely
is
some kind of
actually
demon.
kind of
I
nice.
noticed that, of course.
It's still a stone basement.
Not a human.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Booming.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Oh my.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was.
This is such a
Now you
weird game.
want to go down.
A dragon? Maybe.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You've brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
Drop it.
Tighten my grip.
As if on command, the blade
Oh,
slips
no!
from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor.
Oh, that's not good.
But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
No, Mommy.
Kneel.
Oh boy. Guess that's happening.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? Then you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it? He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay, first things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. If you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
What would you have me do? What do you have planned? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be. I have questions before I decide anything. What happened to you after I died? I'm not going to help you end the world. I don't care if something new comes after that. I just can't let you do that. I'm yours to command! Okay, what would you have me do?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
If you're so powerful, can't you break the chains?
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
I can, easily, but that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Alrighty. Oh, I gotta go put those kids to bed before we continue. Let me just pop open a intermission screen here, and I'll see you guys in a couple of seconds. Maybe I can mute this in the background. Hold on. Who's got this fucking chest?
Who knows?
If you can get close enough, I can poon this asshole. We can take the chest.
Go past you. Kind of circling him now. You hit him! Gotta be dead with that.
Glorious!
Get on harpoon. Get on harpoon.
We got the points for it too, man. He is dead. I got it!
Hey!
Fuck yeah!
Alright, turn in.
You got it, man. Holy shit, that was legendary.
That was a one-of-a-kind play right fucking there.
Oh, I do have gas. That's gonna kill him. Ah, no. I'll take care of that guy. Yes! Look at all these kills! 4 kills for me. 4. Well, well, well. Thought you could come over here to Solitary, didn't you? You thought wrong, boys! Oh, fucking hell. Piled higher. Huge tracts of land. Breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and hard. Safe. Safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start fucking. I mean eating. I wish I had a button to bleep myself right there. It would have been amazing. I think it's pretty important. Thank you, yes! I appreciate the beer, and I need the tequila to get through this game. And your reward, of course, is to look at a different pair of sweet anime titties. So, anime titties number 2 coming right at you. I am not getting banned for this, and I am super happy about that. Give me just a moment to change the girl. Here it is, to this one. Bum, bum, bum. Nice. Bunny time. Enjoy masturbating to that during this live stream. All right, extremely looking at you, Pop. We're in the middle of a goddamn pandemic. I don't want your dirty pop hands all over my chicken. And that's not even a euphemism for the sexy. I'm going to put more tequila in this because, frankly, like, all I got is lemonade now, and I'm talking about sexy stuff with a dog on the screen.
Hey, why are you faking that task, huh?
I'm not faking a task, Dan, you liar.
I think you are.
Yeah, you know what I think?
I think I'm dead.
I think you're wrong. I can't even right now. I'm sorry, I can't right now. Oh my god.
Why did you just kill him and run away like that?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely not laughing my ass off because of the spooky ghost voice going, God damn it, dog.
Oh, you haven't heard the ghost yet. Yeah, I made sure that was on so I can yell at whoever kills
God,
me.
It's so fucking funny. Yes! Suck it. Suck it, whore. That's what Daddy needed. Oh, yeah. Give it to your daddy. Oh, yeah. That's what I wanted. That's what I want to hear, bitch. Okay. It's getting a little weird. That metaphor is no longer fun. Yeah. Take the lemons. Alright, settle down, Jesus, fuck. Have a moment for Giggs's favorite plate. Giggs's favorite plate. You served warm food. You served cold food. You made Giggles, Madam Giggles, happy. And that's what's most important. The poor plate, in its final hours, tried to take Giggs's toe out with it. Tried to break her toe. But we don't remember that. We don't dwell on the bad times. We think about the good times. The times where Giggs's plate was just a very nice plate. Of her favorite plate. Who's got this fucking chest?
Who knows?
If you can get close enough, I can prune this asshole. We can take the chest.
Kind of circling now. You hit him! Gotta be dead with that.
Glorious!
Get on harpoon. Get on harpoon.
We got the points for it too, man. He is dead. I got it!
Hey!
Fuck yeah!
Alright, turn in.
You got it, man. Holy shit, that was legendary.
I was a one-of-a-kind player right fucking there.
If you really need to rack up some tips, you can always, like, get a little bit of a dip in the front of your V-neck there.
Like
Bring him
this?
down. Yeah, there you go. Now I'm getting better.
No, I can't do that. I have a job I don't want to get fired from. This isn't fans only.
Only fans, dear.
Whatever.
Only fans. This is amazing. This is the best stream I've had all 2021. This is fucking hilarious. This isn't fans only. You're thinking of farmers only. I'm sorry. You don't have to be lonely at fans only, Dark. Holy shit. Oh. Are you still upstairs?
I have the crucifix.
Haley, are you alive?
I'm booping.
Okay,
Oh shit! Oh shit, he's right by here! Oh my god, get the crucifix out! Holy fuck. I peed my pants. Oh shit!
Are you guys okay?
I don't know. I see him.
It's over.
Burb is gone. Burb is gone.
Burb died?
Burb, are you? Oh my god, he's walking away. I can see this fucking dude. Oh, Haley.
Doc, I just stared him in the goddamn face.
I fucking saw him. He killed Burb. I think, but there's no body. He looks like a butcher.
Yeah, I'm fucking dead. Walked right into him.
Nope.
Haley, he's in this
I don't
room.
need that phone call. Bye.
He's in this room. Haley! He was in... Wow.
There's some mad bullshit I heard coming out of your mouth, man.
Okay. That was actually pretty helpful that somebody else blamed Haley for a bunch of shit. Now, there are still 2 imposters left. We really just need to kill one person. I'm gonna wait the 6 seconds and murder Heather. That's it. That's all I had to do. I just stabbed Heather as soon as the...
I just tried to keep him up. You're welcome, Doctor.
I'm just like, Heather's camping me here. I'm just going to wait the 7 seconds and then kill Heather.
And I just said, do it.
Thank you so much for blaming Haley, guys. That was really helpful.
You're welcome. The reason I did it...
Ooh.
Body was...
What? Oh, that is a bug! Because somebody tried to kill me when the report went off.
Oh.
I am not listed as dead. Oh, but I should be. I should be dead. Am I dead?
I don't know. Who was it? No X.
Look, oh man, this is crazy. But okay, because I am dead, I'm not going to tell who did it. I'm going to play fair.
Mr. Fantastic.
Oop.
I saw Chop, I saw Dom, and we all were around each other. Mr. Fantastic was not. So it is Mr. Fantastic. Vote him.
I was the furthest back. I was looking to see.
Oh, you know I want to do that shit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is gonna be so goddamn
Jesus.
hard.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, I'm straddling the road. Oh, God. Oh, it's in my butt.
Why do I jump like I'm in space?
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
It's so hard.
Oh, there we
I
go.
could probably just hop up a tree,
I gotta use
right?
the fucking mouse. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fuck! I was almost up there!
Dude, just hop up a tree.
No! Fuck! How? Why? Ah, fuck! No! Ah, Jesus, it's a redneck. Ah, he's got a machine gun.
Oh, I'm dead.
Oh, I heard that.
Oh my God, it's flying above us.
Oh God, I got knocked off.
Whoa!
I just got knocked off.
Look at Doc.
Holy fucking shit!
The bag just flew over.
All right, we're back. Hello, everyone. Sorry for the delay there. Had to take care of a bunch of shit. Fans only, including children and dogs and brushing my teeth and shit. And all right, we're back. Let me resume Slay the Princess. Wait for it to show up here before I select. Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
I have questions for you before I decide to do anything. What happened to you after I died?
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird. There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Do we become the assistant to the evil dark goddess who's going to destroy and remake the world? Or do we say, no, I'm not helping you, I just can't let you do that, and then have her fucking incinerate us, I'm assuming. Let me know. I'm pretty sure I know what Dirty D wants us to do. I think he wants us to kneel, bend the knee, join forces with this dark queen. We'll see how that works for us. Pledge, full simp. You're dead anyway.
Your will was so easily broken.
Wow.
Am I that magnificent? All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Oh, look, the hands in the background. Some of them are clawed, like the demon claw hands, but they also kind of remind me of those hands that enveloped the screen when we tried to flee.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Ah!
Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
What if I don't believe? What happens then? I have to, it's over, I'm sorry. Break her chains.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come.
It was the best scream I've ever
Time for
heard.
us to leave.
It was a bit pathetic. Take her hand. Your obedient servant, pledge your loyalty to your better. But you do not take her hand. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. The narrator's gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. I don't want to look at us. It is. Does that mean the world ended? Figures the world would end and leave us with all this nothing. Alright. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. Feel anxious. Does anyone else feel anxious? I'm begging you, don't do this. It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
Approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. See to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her. Recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
You're that thing I met in the space outside of the... What the fuck, this game? So many iterations! Is it because I needed to get rid of the narrator in order for her to inhabit the vessel? Oh my god, that's crazy. Alright, you're the thing I met in the space outside of the woods, aren't you? I thought that was a dream.
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
Okay, so the vessel then might be the princess that has become this all-powerful entity? Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Attack the entity, destroy your body? Oh my god, so weird. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
What if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
If I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world, if I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Jesus. Wow, that was dark. Bring the tower to her, a dominant vessel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Okay, this is basically all the shit that we started with, so I'm gonna go with this one now. It was great. Sweet! I've always wanted to offer Monarch. Viva la Revolution!
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Alright. I think I'm gonna do the exact same stuff I did to get her to bite her hand off and then cut it open.
The interior of the cabin
and
is
then
almost
resist.
entirely bare. The blade.
So I'm gonna zip through it pretty quickly. Because I want to go up to the cabin and find... Hey, I think I'm here to...
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Basic.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes. She's beautiful. I am begging you to...
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill.
See if we can get you out of those chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No. You're doing the right... You walk up to the chains. They're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere up. Doubtful.
If there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement. Is someone else here? Your shouts, and I'll repeat. You try the door. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Up there with the Obra Dinn.
This would have been so much easier
Man, I love that game
if you'd
too.
just taken the blade
wish they had another
like
one
you
or-
were supposed to.
A weekly puzzle. Oh, so fucking good. Yes, this does have a very similar vibe to it, though. Like you have to redo stuff.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the
Things
mess.
to
I heard the
find.
door slam. They locked you down here too.
Like I said, there's
didn't
like
they?
97 achievements for this game, so there's like a lot of content.
There's a slight
I've
panic
unlocked like
rising
maybe
in the princess's voice.
10-ish.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm as she rips her flesh from her bone. It's the blade from up, or you won't like.
Alright, we're going to save the princess.
Fine. Against you, you cut into her. The blade is sharp. Her limbs.
We know what's
gonna
gonna happen. She's gonna be stabbing the shit out of me.
Thank you.
Let's go to the locked door.
As the princess. Wait, watch me.
Oh, look at that. It's grayed out. I can't do it! I can't do it!
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
Oh my.
You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart. But she's fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
It must be because we've already done that other one, though? I don't know, man.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time? I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over.
At least she gets a
goes
meal
dark,
out of it.
and you die.
Chapter 2, The Witch. May we burn her?
You're on a path you're here to...
Wait, hasn't this already happened?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Alright, to the cabin.
A warning. She will Don't worry.
Into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
You didn't mention the mirror. I'll just approach the mirror. I won't even mention it.
You walk up to the wall next to the base. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or...
Point the mirror.
You
Mirror
reach
disappears.
forward, rub your hand against the cabin wall.
Grab the blade.
You take the... Well, if we... That's not...
Probably should re-listen to that. Oops. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality.
Yeah, new voice for the princess. Now that she's the witch
I
instead
won't
of the
waste
tower
time
or
fighting you on something that's clearly
the
true.
other two types of princess, the angry one or the innocent one.
I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Slay the princess! It's right at the bottom. I like to be straightforward with my intentions. I didn't care for how you treated me last time, and I think you might be a danger to the world. I'm going to attack you now. Slay the princess. Slay the princess! I don't trust you, not enough for you, and definitely not enough to get close to you. I'm leaving, bye. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of my goodwill. Give her the blade. What have a nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here. So many fucking things. 8 out of 10 would smash repeatedly. Fuck it. I'm just gonna go straight for it. Just straight kill her again.
Without uttering a word, you charge the princess. So much for finding an easy way out. I can't believe you're making us work for it.
Better a violent fool than a plotting coward. Better for me, at least.
As you close the distance, readying your strike, the princess's chain falls from her wrist. She takes advantage of your split second of surprise and throws a fistful of dirt into your eyes. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. It's a shame we're playing opposite teams. This is why you couldn't just abandon her here. Left to her own devices, she would always find a way out. Now stop her!
You must have known I would be ready for you. Deep in your heart, you know the same things about me I know about you. We're both so very
Fucking sand.
awful.
No. My one weakness.
As you brush the silt from your eyes, the princess tackles you, flattening you against the dirt floor.
We were always going to kill each other here, weren't we? I can't trust you, and you can't trust me, and those doubts spin and spin and spin into hate.
She buries her teeth deep into your chest, tearing at... Great, she's just in for a penny, right?
Shit.
Why not? As the princess rips meat from bone, you plunge your weapon into her unprotected back.
Ha, you bastard! Even face to face, you find a way to stab me in the back. I know you, and you're hideous, absolutely wretched. Just like me.
Maybe we are the same. So what? Throw her off us. Kick her in the shins. We don't have to fight so dirty. Of course we do. Fighting clean won't help us win. It takes a wretch to know a wretch, and we're all at the bottom of the barrel here. There's no point in pretending otherwise. Are we at the bottom of the barrel? We've got dirt in our eyes and a chunk of us chewed out. If that's not the bottom of the barrel, what is? No arguments here. You're doing great. Keep playing dirty if that's what it takes. But if we win, we won't be at the bottom anymore. We'll have climbed a little higher. And once we start climbing, well, who knows where we'll stop? You'll stop right here if you keep daydreaming. Don't let yourself get distracted thinking about what comes after. None of us ever said we stopped fighting. What a low and vicious fight it is. Eyes gouged, skin scratched bloody,
Looks like she's
hair
pulling off
ripped and nails
feathers.
broken. Every rule there ever was in the book of honourable combat, both you and the princess have broken a dozen times over. That's nice and all, but are we winning? Nobody's winning. I thought playing dirty was supposed to give you the upper hand, but I suppose that doesn't work if you both sink to the same lows. Still, at least you're not losing. The princess cackles maniacally as the fracas continues. But behind her cackle, you hear the low groan of warping wood. Wait, what's going on? We're establishing a newer, better pecking order. No, the groaning thing. Why is the wood making noise? Who cares about the groan? It's just a sound. Things make sounds all the time. I care about the groan. Doesn't that mean something bad is happening? Oh, yes, well, I'm afraid that's the sound of the basement getting smaller.
Do you hear that, you pathetic wretch? Those are the roots of the wild, and they're coming to choke the breath from your lungs and squeeze the life out of you.
Excuse me, what? You and the princess disengage for a brief moment, just long enough to get your bearings. Behind you, the basement door has been sealed over, thick roots barring your only exit from the dirt pit. And slowly, but very perceptibly, the roots are closing in on you both.
That's right. They're coming for you. And they won't stop until there's nothing left down here but them.
What about you? They'll crush you as easily as they'll crush me.
As long as you suffer while you die, I'll gladly suffer with you. Especially if I get to see it happen.
This doesn't help anyone. I can't believe she'd kill us both just to spite me. See? This is exactly why you've been tasked to slay her. She's an antisocial monster who'll gladly burn the whole world for her satisfaction. The roots grow ever closer. We know, we can see them.
Oh my gosh. So there's so many options. Make them stop. You can make them stop. Right? Why though? Why are you doing this? Come on, they're pressing in on me. They're pressing in on you. This sucks. We're not animals, we're people. We can work this out. We can make things better. I take it all back. I can help you get out of here. You and I can work together. We can be friends. I'm sorry. Give up and await your death and go out fighting. Go out fighting. Fuck it.
Attack the princess once more, and once more the two of you fall into a vicious brawl. The basement continues to shrink as you fight, but neither of you pay it any more mind. Not until it's too late. The roots twist around you both, binding your limbs and rendering you helpless. As your fates close in,
63.
all you can do is watch her, and all she can do is watch you. At first it's almost gentle. The two of you lift it delicately off the ground, but the cradle of the growing roots soon gives way to tightness, and that tightness gives way to bulging pressure as they begin to constrict. The sound of creaking wood is drowned out by the snaps and pops of your bones, pain flooding your senses as you feel your skin deform, being shaped unnaturally by the living basement. Tears well up in the princess's eyes, her own bones splintering and flesh swelling with trapped blood, but still she smiles through it all.
I can't wait to do this again, you wretched little thing. I hate you, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
The pressure is unbearable. You can't breathe, your vision swimming with red, your head pounding as everything tightens. And then you pop.
Jesus.
Everything goes dark. And you die.
Wow. What a game. Chapter 3? Chapter 3! Fuck.
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end.
Apparently not.
But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge. His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here? I think this is our third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped.
Do I hear a smoke detector going off? Ugh.
He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do?
Sure, there's no reason to keep secrets. Someone decided to go in guns blazing last time, and that someone got us killed. And what should we have done? Let you draw things out with all that conniving? Everyone knows a straight fight is best. It's honest. There's no need to bicker about it. I wasn't trying to start anything. I don't mind what happened to us. I kind of like it now that we aren't actively being crushed. Yeah, now that you mention it, this isn't so bad.
And it's not like the fight is what killed us anyway, it was the cabin. No point worrying about who charged who when that place ground us all into paste in the end, the princess included.
It was a fitting end. I'm sorry if it hurt, but doesn't
Smoke
this
detector beeping.
all seem so small?
After a few more here, I'm going to see if I can figure out where it is and turn it off because it'll keep the kids awake.
I see. So the cabin ground you into paste, and now you're convinced you're stuck together.
Alright, let me go figure out which one it is.
Understand.
I'll be right
We
back
aren't
in a minute.
convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
Alright, found the little bastard. Now, the big question is, do I have any of the batteries I need to replace this with? And I don't know the answer. I do have one of these. It's probably the kind it needs. 9-volt. Smoke detector. Open this piece of shit. Right then. Take your smoke detector battery out. This is common sense shit that you should know as an adult with Doctrzombie. Toss it in the trash. Hit the new one in. Try to figure out which way it was supposed to fucking be, because you didn't really pay much attention when you took it out. And there's no indication. Fuck. No plus or minus on this bitch? Who designed these? Okay, there is this is plus. Very good. Perfect. Done. Back in place. And line up the doohickey back together. Now you're supposed to test this, but I don't want to set off a goddamn alarm in the middle of the night, so I'll do that some other time. Great. I'll go hang this back up on the wall. Fucking what a stream. What a live stream. Oh, God. All right. Oh, God. Next chapter's 5. We skipped 4 altogether. Okay. This thing watching us, what is he? Why should anyone do anything right now? This is fine. I belong like this. I like being like this. Why are you being nice to me? Don't you hate me? Don't we sort of hate each other?
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the doubting and the hatred and the schemes. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now? So petty? We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
Spoken like, honestly, a real puppet master. Have we considered that maybe she's the one trying to trick us?
I'm not.
But there's a feeling, isn't there? That petty feeling she mentioned, it is fuzzy, but it's there. Almost like she still hates us.
It feels mutual.
Please, stop. If you pay attention to that feeling, we'll fall apart.
Don't look at it!
She's trying to turn you away from the truth. There's something she doesn't want you to see. I think you already know you have to look at it. Hold yourself together. We're no strangers to effort. We can push this back down. Something might do us in eventually, but I'll be damned if that something is a thought.
Gaze at the hatred in your heart or bury it now before it's too late.
Can't bury that feeling.
I'll bury
you can't hide from your past.
The past doesn't have to exist. Our freedom is within us. We just have to find it.
Past does exist, I remember it. Turn inward and find your freedom. Embrace your transformation.
You fall
Achieve an
inward into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body? Can you even grasp the fuzziest edges of the shapes that confine you?
We can change to fill them together.
We don't need to be everywhere at once, just in the right place at the right time. You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal, some rifts can never be mended. Even in rebirth, some things never come back the same. What is he going on about? What does he know about us?
He can't make us quit, no matter how much he tries. He knows that talking's all he can do. Of course he's gonna try and confuse us.
You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing, you will fall apart.
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break it.
There is a place you need to be, you just need to find it.
You stretch and search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry and unstable and crumbles into nothing beneath you. This place will fall apart before you find its end. This task, whatever it is you think you're doing, is impossible.
All the more reason to keep trying. Come on, we aren't tired yet.
That's right, I know a loser when I see one. Call his bluff.
I can hold us together for a little while longer, so long as you trust me.
I trust you. Find the way out.
You won't find anything. If I have to starve you, if I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it.
But you do find something. It's cold and smooth, and gently buckles, then cracks under the pressure of your consciousness flattening against it.
Don't move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much further. Stop all of this. Right now. I think it's too late for that, mate.
I'm at your side. Shatter it, and free us all.
Shatter the cage.
No, stop!
But his pleas disappear at the sound of breaking glass. For a moment, you and she gaze through the tiniest hole in the world at the place you need to be.
Job well done, team. Just like I'd planned.
Oh, can it? This was all of us, fighting as one.
Is this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
It's beautiful.
And then, it's gone.
Where did it go? Why is everything so cold?
But you never get the chance to answer her. You turn to see her gone behind you. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay, just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
Not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Maybe there'll be a good fight there. Maybe we'll find
Finally. We're going places.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Grown, it says. You've grown. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. To the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? God. When I go back, is if an invisible wall closes around me, why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Attack the entity. Destroy your body. Fuck it, let's try attacking the entity. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is like a shadow of me, twisting vines in search of answers. She will make for a curious heart. Do not mourn her. She has found what she yearned for.
You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing to you have hurt them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Man, this is trippy. Destroy my body. Raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dog, and you die. Chapter 1 again! Bring the networked wild to her, which I did. Okay.
You're on a path in the
Let's
woods.
save. First time I've saved, so, you know, good thing that, like, pretty much everything that you do is fine. Okay. I'm going to stop that game here because it is a real mindfucker. And it was a little creepy. I wouldn't really call it a horror so much. It was a psychological horror, I guess, technically. But I'm going to show you another game that I picked up recently. That was super cheap. Hold on. What the fuck? Demon Haunted World update for 1 Hour 1 Life. Crazy. Alright. It is a game called Hexarchy. It's a 4X deck builder game, a pretty quick 4X game. If you're not familiar with the term 4X, it's explore, expand, exterminate, and what's the other one? Exploit. Basically, it's a strategy game style where you build cities and or expand star systems or whatever. This one specifically is kind of like Civilization. It's a quick, short Civilization deck builder game that I found out about via the Yogscast, and I'm a little bit wary about Yogscast games because they've recommended some in the past. That obviously they recommend games that are in their like Yogscast Games network, so obviously they're trying to sell you a product. But I thought this one looked pretty cool, and I tried it, and I actually really enjoy it. I think it's actually a really great, fun, little, quick, like 25, 30 minutes Civ type game. So first, let me update my Twitch, and we'll do this. This is not spooky at all.
What?
Let me go ahead and modify my stream to change both the title and the... Okay. Okay. Let's change it from Slay the Princess, which had 437 viewers, to Hexarchy, which has 137 viewers. Smaller. Done. Updated. Perfection. Wonderful. Glorious. Less horror and more psychological. Yeah, very. But it's a real mindfucker. Alright. Single player, we are going to go ahead and do just a regular skirmish. Random. We'll do a huge map size. That'll give us a little more time to explore and expand and get conflicts. And I may wind up getting fucking crushed because this game does not hold back. It is quick. If you don't get the cards that you need, or you do a poor job of managing your deck in your hand, you'll get crushed by some asshole computer with conquest on its mind. Like, you know, they start drawing out archers and warriors, and you're only pulling up fishing huts. You're gonna die. So we've been randomly selected as China. China gets additional hammers, or labor, whatever you want to call it, from mines, workshops, forges, lumber mills, and warehouses. That's good. Definitely want lots of hammers. They let you use your cards. Shuffle cost is reduced to 1. Cool, so they can go through the deck quickly. Building fast. First thing I need to do is found my capital city. That card always starts in your starting hand. You have to do that before you can do anything else. Gives me some recommended spots here. One is over here near, what looks like cows. Yep, cows and a forest. And this shrine that will boost my territory. This one over here is near an iron mine, which could be good for mid-game swordsmen and shit. And there's also a hut down here that I could grab. We're going to go with this one. I got 4 hammers and 1 gold to start the game. And I can play things from my hand here. Cards. A scout is a good one. Settler's not good because it's going to take the 1 population I actually have. So I can't actually use it. So it's grayed out. It's not glowing green. So it's like, yeah, you can't use that. Scouts are good because they do not require a population to create, and they can move far and they can see far. And there's quite a few things here I want to grab with my scout, but I can't use them now. I have to wait till next turn. Organized labor. Draw 3 cards and produces 1 coin. Or I could just research fishing, which I think is what I'll do. I'll research fishing. You get to pull a card into your hand from the 3 that fishing produces and adds to your deck. This is great if you have some leftover hammers and you know something you want to upgrade. For me, it doesn't matter because my turn is over and they're going to go into my discard pile. I just went through a lot of information right away. Please, if you have questions about this game, ask them and I'll try to explain it. But it is pretty straightforward. If you know deck builders, if you played games like Slay the Spire or Cross the Obelisk or other deck builder games like that, this should make sense to you. You're destroying cards to make your deck thinner and more easier to use. You're adding cards that you want to pick up later. And if you're familiar with Civilization games, things like researching technology or spawning units, those all make sense too. So here's my next hand. I've got 5 cards now because I have a city. So I draw 5 instead of 4. And that'll keep happening for each city I have, up to, I think, 6 cards maximum. We're going to move my scout all the way over here onto this hut. And when I hit the hut, I got free resources. Money and some luxuries. Luxuries are good. Firewood. It's only meant to be burned. When you take a card and you move it over to the trash can, the first card each turn that you burn gives you 1 technology and 2 hammers. The hammers go away at the end of the turn. They turn into coins if you haven't used them all. But the luxuries, the resources like science here, they stay as long as I have enough space in my inventory. Which I don't currently, but that's because I've got too many luxuries. The woodworking here is a technology. I can buy it with either the hammers, or if I have the cheaper resource, in this case a single science, I can buy it using that. And I definitely want to take advantage of that. Start with the archer, head up here and attack this neighboring purple guy that's moved in. Could be smart. Lumber mill will give me more hammers to build more stuff. Plus, I think I get more as China. So let's grab the lumber mill first. That gives me another free firewood. Now, if I burn the second card, it only gives me a hammer. Oh shit! I'm sorry. My face is kind of in the way of some of that info. We're gonna cram my face up here. I think I'll be less likely to be in the way. Actually, over here's fine too. Really not much going up in that corner. Scooch myself back down to normal size. There we go. Sorry about all that. You've never played these type of games? I love these type of games. I grew up with them. Playing, you know, Sid Meier's Civilization 1 back in the day, and games like XCOM and such. Like, strategy's all in my bag. And I wish my children would get into them. But they're all about the Roblox and the fucking Team Fortress 2 at this point. But at some point, hitting India with nuclear weapons is something that they should want to do. in the game. We're not going to burn the firewood. I want to save it for a better trade-off for the science. But let's build a warrior. That gets rid of my extra person, so I'm back down to 1. We'll also buy animal husbandry. And it doesn't matter what we pick because we can't afford it. I could burn the firewood to give my my warrior a bit of strength, but yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep the deck thin. We're going to boost my warrior's strength, giving him 6 instead of 4. And then we're going to use these luxuries. I can put them directly onto my city. For each one that I sent, and I selected 5, but I'll go ahead and do 1 at a time. I have a 50% chance to get a victory point. That's these up here. When you hit 100, the game ends. And it'll also generate culture. And in this case, it also generated some population, which is nice. But I'm going to go ahead and use all of them now. 4 more culture. Culture will expand my borders, which is very helpful. Because then I can collect resources from the borders that have expanded. There you go. It got that shrine that expanded my borders even further. Okay, my deck got shuffled, and you can see we're getting some of the cards we had before back, like the fishing hut or the warrior. We also have some new cards that we haven't used yet, like mining and writing. Those came from the end of my deck previously. Here's my scout. There is a thing up there I want to grab, but I'm going to try to send the warrior up there because he's going to get there quicker. And be in position to attack Rome. Maybe swipe an early victory from my enemies. We have Tenochtitlan down here, and we have Moscow over here. So it is a small game. Like, there's going to be... And there's a yellow over here, too. We're going to get in conflict fast. So we need to be ready for it. So, let's talk about mining. So that we can get closer to getting that iron that's nearby us. These two are green because I can use them. Mine I can afford, but I don't have any hills to build it on. That's why it's not green. So we're going to grab the warehouse. That'll let us store more resources. We still have 3 hammers, so we can either build a fishing hut, or writing, or a warrior. I think we're going to grab the fishing hut and put it here. Then if we get a civilian to work that tile, we'll get some extra food out of it, I believe. Yes, adds an additional 1 food yield. Okay. End turn. Right. Lose some gold, get some population. Here's our new cards. Alright, let's move the warrior onto that and get some free resources. Food and luxuries and gold. Excellent. We've got a nasty blue player. I believe that's France with an archer over there. That's real dangerous. Let's continue exploring with our scout. They really can't do much other than explore and fight very weak units, like other scouts or settlers. We've got a warrior coming in here, so we're kind of in the middle of several guys, and that's not ideal. Okay. Let's see what we can do to make that less frightening. Lumber mill, get the firewood. I don't have any additional woods. This one already has a lumber mill on it, so I can't use that. Scouts are useless. Alright, let's use China's ability. It's organized labor for 1 hammer. I get 3 cards and an extra coin. Great. That archer is coming out to protect us. And I'm going to use the strength that I drew to give the archer some additional power. I can use this ability to move the archer immediately. Or I can work on construction. Or a settler. I try to build a second city. All those are great ideas. Let's get the settler. And let's use the food to build our population back up, since it dropped down to 1. Same with the luxuries. And then we're going to go to the market. I can trade with the market, one of which is just a random merchant. Another one has been sold by Rome. They've already gotten the money for that, but it's going to cost me 4 for food. I will take the food, but leave the luxuries. I don't really need them. Alright, Beijing's back up to 2 population. End turn. Okay. Alright, we're producing 6 hammers because of our citizens that are working on the lumber mill and some other stuff. Here is our scout. We're going to go ahead and push into yellow. Yellow is Memphis. That's Egypt. I'm going to go ahead and let France and Rome duke it out with the settler and the scout. And I'm going to push in to Rome. There is a guy protecting it and probably will best me. But I'm also going to send the archer out there. So hopefully he can help as well. Meanwhile, my settler, it's recommending that I build over here, probably because of this silver mine. I'm going to go ahead and push 3 over. If it doesn't get killed by anything next turn, I'll build a city. Okay, this yellow card is an economic civic. Basically adds some additional cards into my deck. Forage and woodsman are good. But let me see here. We want to... let's do astronomy. I can do God King. That's our government civic. Harbor. Immediately get bonus resources. Let's do God King. We'll get Divine Favor. Divine Favor is going to give me +3 strength and no maintenance for a unit for 3 turns. And I'm going to go ahead and boost my warrior. Now he's really strong. Much stronger than the one that's defending Rome. I'm also going to do Hunter-Gatherers, and I'm going to grab the Forage ability. I'm going to use that to swipe some gems for some luxuries. And I'll dump those on Beijing for some culture boost. Man, I'm out of stuff. End turn. I think I'm going to scrap the scout here. That'll give me a science that I can use for agriculture. And it gets rid of the scout, so I won't draw that anymore. I won't be able to play any more scouts, but I don't think I'm going to need it. The map is fairly small. I've already used my scout to kind of get the lay of the land, grab a few early resources. Wonder Woman, hello, welcome to the stream. You missed a really weird psychological thriller earlier. Really crazy. The only card that I could use here is Agrarian Society, and it's going to replace the Economic Civic that I already have. So it's going to remove the cards that I wanted. I think I'm just going to ignore all that. I'll grab the Hanging Gardens, doesn't matter. It's going to get sacrificed, going to get tossed into the discard anyway. Or I could sacrifice it for the hammer I need to get a pasture in right now and put it on these cows. Oof, that is a tough decision, because then I will not be able to grow the Hanging Gardens, to build the Hanging Gardens ever. I'm going to do it, though. No guts, no glory. Alright, we've taken that pasture, used the food to boost Beijing. Pasture's also going to give us some additional hammer yield, so next turn we'll be able to build more stuff. The end turn. Alright, hopefully I'll be able to sack Rome, although he did just build an Axeman, so that's gonna suck. They built Antium. Memphis, Egypt killed my scout. Not a surprise. But, like I said, that's kind of fine. He was sort of a useless unit at that point. Alright, first thing we're going to do is build our new city. Shanghai. Then... let's see what we could do over here in Rome. If I attack Rome with this, warrior, he's going to get trounced. There's 2 guys in here, an 8 and a 4. And they have a 40% defense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my archer into position to fire on them next turn. And I'm just going to defend warrior for this turn. I cannot do much. Ooh, I could use charge. It costs 3 hammers and 3 gold. That will make my archer automatically fire on something. It may fire on this scout, though. We'll see. I want to build a new archer. I could mobilize it and get the archer moving right away. I could give it some strength. Tell you what. Yes. I'm going to mobilize the archer. I'm going to give the archer strength. And I'm going to move the archer here to Shanghai, where it will automatically fire on this French... No, it won't, because I didn't give a charge. I can give a charge. Yeah, what the fuck. Let's kill that French warrior. Done. Okay, little defense. Needed, important, necessary. Next turn. I am doing pretty good. It's been a very, very busy October, so I totally understand where you're coming from as well. Life is busy, busy. My kids are doing amazing shit with their lives. My oldest is in theater. He just had a massive, huge role in a theater production for his like school's adjacent theater company, where he played a character called Ronnie, also Orcus, depending on what scene it was, in a play called She Kills Monsters, which is a very adult play, a very grown-up play for the kids. It tackles on topics like, losing a sibling in a car accident and understanding sexuality and inclusiveness and D&D, role-playing games as a method to live out fantasies that, life is like. It was a very good play, and he did an awesome job at it. He was making me laugh, and people just they see how good he is, and they talk about it. And now he's in another play. He's preparing for a play called The Greatest Christmas Pageant Ever, or The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. I can't remember if it's The Greatest or The Best. So he's really into theater, and he's doing a fantastic job. My youngest had a fencing tournament today. He went to a fencing tournament. He's 8 years old, and he went and did some fencing. He lost every match, but he went and he competed and he tried, and it sucked because he's 8 and he doesn't like, losing, and he tears up a bit. But you got to get through it. And because there were only 4 kids in his division, he still took home a bronze medal, even though he'd lost every bout. But he did very well in spite of that. He just started fencing this summer, so he's got a lot to learn and whatnot. But I'm very proud of both of them. They're both doing great. My middle child sits around and plays Roblox all day. He doesn't really have any passions like the other two do. But he actually, I say that, but he's also in theater, and he's going to be playing Peter Pan, the titular character in his school's production of Peter Pan. So he also is good at theater. So I can't wait to see him play in that. Maybe he'll be really good and awesome. Yeah, the boys are doing great. But they do take up like all of my free time. So, yeah, right? Fencing, man. That's what I said, Pluto. I'm like, fencing's a cool sport. You could go to college for free if you're good at fencing. You can go to the Olympics if you're great at fencing. And he seems to like it, and it's a cool sport. It's something that I'm like, yeah, I could watch him do that. It's not boring, soccer or gymnastics that I'm not really that into. So yeah, I hope to keep him on it. He looked like he was ready to quit and was very upset, very defeated, and didn't want to be there. And then they're like, you get a bronze medal. You came in 3rd. You tied for 3rd. He did. Tied for 3rd. And he's like, I'm back. Yeah, I got a medal for showing up. Okay, let's do it. Oh, 50. Jesus, I'll be 40 early next year, and I feel it. I feel it in all my bones. I have to get injections. I'm getting an MRI on my lower back because I've got a bulging disc, which may be herniated. Who knows? Everything's falling apart. All right, new turn. I got 7 hammers. I got lots of options here. Science to research, warehouses to build, mines, warriors. Fortunately, our defense is doing well. Unfortunately, our attack force against Rome... Hold on a minute. Looks like they came at me hard and died. And now I've got the ability to get in there. So I'll have my archer take out the one defender. I'll have the warrior move in to the undefended city. And as long as he doesn't get killed by the scout, we will capture Rome next turn. Awesome. Let's put a mine on this iron or the silver. Let's do the iron. Now we're getting iron, and we will continue to get iron each turn that a civilian is working on that. We need to grow Beijing's size for that, so let's... Actually, I mean, to be fair, we could also grow Shanghai, too, so that's important. Masonry and construction. Another warrior, a warehouse. Let's do masonry. Yeah. Grab the road because we can't use the other one. You know what? Fuck it. Let's build construction as well. We're doing a lot of research. We're going to be filling our hand with crap. But it is what it is. Let's get rid of the warrior. We're going to be replacing warriors with axemen. Pretty soon they're going to be useless. This will at least give me the opportunity to build a road from Beijing to Shanghai, which reduces maintenance costs and trade costs and such. Okay, the archer's here. Let's take a shot at Egypt. It will weaken him. That will keep them from, you know, being able to do nasty stuff to us. Looks like we get it. We're going to take Rome. That'll be our third city. That's a big early lead. Capture. Claimed. Alright. We've got an archer here. If I move them in there, that scout's just going to kill it. Let's move them onto Rome. Okay, what have we got? Research metalworking. We can build the pyramids. Automatically collects land special resources within 2 hexes. So it's like a big one shot to get a bunch of special shit. Lumber mill. Good, but I don't think... Oh, no, I don't think we have any spaces we can use it on. Yeah, well, it says no valid target. Clearly read that center of the fucking screen, you dipshit. Writing. We've got 1 science. Settler. Do I want to keep settlers? Maybe. Capturing cities is great, but I can still expand out in this area here, so it might not be done yet. Okay. Let's research writing for free using the 1 science that we have. These guys here we can get with the library in Beijing. Still can build the pyramids? Nope, we're out of cash, but I can get some if I sell iron. I'm going to sell an iron. 1 coin. Build the pyramids in an area that I can get at least 2 resources. I think 2 is the only that I can get, though. Look around for other sneaky ones here. There's horses. Horses and silver from over there. Let's try that. Okay. Increase Beijing's food supply size. Don't want to use organized labor. Well, it gives me money. I could burn it and get rid of it forever. Now, we'll use it. Draw the cards, get the money. Nothing I could do with this. We could burn some of these things to get some hammers, but not worth doing any of that. Alright. Let's kill that. Done. Grind Lord, welcome to the stream, buddy. Unpacking from a move. Yeah, moving is rough, man. Always a pain in the ass. I don't want to do it, ever. The house we're in now, Dr. Wifey originally thought that it was going to be a temporary thing, like we would move again. But we've grown to love it, and we've put a lot of money and effort into it, and damn, look at that. Now I'm up to 16 hammers, because I took this, you know, other city, and we've got all these additional, you know, upgrades. So we're able to build a lot of stuff in a turn. Okay, let's see what we can do. We need luxuries, because Rome is very unhappy, as is Beijing's going down, Shanghai. They all need luxuries. We have forage and woodsman, but we're going to replace it with agrarian so that we can get the winery. Winery is a way to get luxuries. You guessed it. So we're going to build a winery near Beijing. A harbor gets bonus resources. Yeah. Rome. Okay. Build a road to connect the two, maybe? Divine Decree, give us some happiness, sure. Alright, let's build a road from Beijing to Rome. Perfect. And let's give our archers some additional strength. Great. Up to 8. Okay. I'm all out of cash. If I had more, I could spend 2 coins to draw another card. But because I don't have cash, I'm going to give a food to Beijing, a luxury to Rome, and I'm going to end the turn, which will generate 5 cash from my hammers. But actually, I still have military units. Did they heal? It's hard to tell. Yes, they did. Okay. I think they can continue to heal if I need. So I'm just going to defend with both of them. And my archer... Archers... I don't think they can capture cities. It says ranged unit. But they certainly keep the pressure on. But I'm going to move them up in the mountains to get a better range of vision. So we can see these other 2 French towns, Orléans and Lyons. I think France should probably be my next target for conquest. I've got these natural barriers over on this side that kind of prevent being invaded from that side. And I feel like France doesn't have a big army. I'm sure Dirty D can make lots of jokes about this. Every year for 7 years? Holy shit, that sounds awful. Oh my god. Alright. I can build forts. They're good for defending. Fishing huts. Already kind of explained that. Charge. That's a great way to move in and do damage fast. I could build the Great Lighthouse. For every water hex worked within 2 hexes. Pasture. Is there a pasture? Yes. I've got some pigs over here I can upgrade. Let's upgrade one of those. Okay. I'm going to use the archer to take out that scout. I'm going to grab the warrior and move it toward Lyons. Ooh, they have a axeman who's about to take that last town from Rome. Dangerous. Let's move my archer up. Got a big archer back there too. So they do have quite a few nasty units. Alright, I'm going to give charge using 1 horse is a lot cheaper than 3 hammers and 3 coins. To my archer. That'll make him attack and probably attack the axeman. Breaking it down to 3 instead of 8. Much less dangerous. Use my 2 science to research horseback riding. This here is a Chinese specific unit. It is attacks twice. There's also the regular horseman, which is fast but cannot capture cities. Let's build the 7 strength unit that it can attack twice, and let's build it in Shanghai. Oh, it's a ranged unit? It doesn't say ranged unit. It just has like a crossbow shaped thingy. Oh, we'll see. Fort, fishing hut. Build a fishing hut. I'm never really a huge fan of the forts. So do I want to scrap it? Nah, we'll build one. Fuck it. We'll build a fort over here near Shanghai. Okay. Sorry, Duty, what did you miss? I was just saying that it really sucks to have moved 7 times. Oop. Rome was destroyed. France killed him. So I certainly helped. Alright, here we go. Look at this. We got archers, axemen. We've got mines and warehouses and research for architecture. Let's do the architecture first, because we can get the forge or the Great Wall. Oh, joke about the French! Basically, I said something like, the French don't seem to have much of an army, and Dirty D could probably make lots of jokes about that. Alright, forge. We're going to put the forge in Beijing. That's going to give me lots more hammers next turn. Axemen. Let's see about moving our current units first, and we can also use Divine Favor. Let's boost our warrior. Let's put him right next to Antieum and Leon. Let's kill the Axemen protecting that. Let's send this archer up front as well. Oh, we've got an invasion force here. We're going to kick their butts. Axemen here to help me capture. It's going to take him a turn, next turn to get near that. A mine to harvest. I believe that's silver. Yep, let's add silver to my list. Turn. Now, do I want to get rid of Archer permanently in the hopes that I'll be upgrading better units, and then I can build a granary or a warehouse? Definitely would be a granary. Yeah, let's do it. Burning the Archer. Granary in Beijing brings it up to 4 population. Extra food, almost at 5 pop. Extra luxury to keep it happy. We've got 13 coins available. Let's go ahead and buy some cheap luxuries. Okay. And we'll just spread them out. And dump the rest on Beijing. Okay. We need to sell some stuff. We're going to sell 2 iron. Bring us down to 7. And we've got this new unit. We're going to move it on Orient. Alright. We're about to crush the French here. Unless they pull some rapid defense shit. Which they are trying. But we have the better position. We're ready to fire on them already and attack their towns. They're not going to hold out. This is going to give us lots of victory points, so we'll be close to winning, I think, after that. 24 hammers. Lots of options here. This is going well. Okay. This archer cannot reach anyone because the mountain is blocking the site of Lyon. So let's move him onto the mountain for next turn. Let's have this archer kill that archer. We'll have my warrior take Antieum. Next turn I can capture it. We will have the Axeman move on to this protected mountain, so he can attack that and take it next turn. This is a ranged unit, and it attacks twice, so that is 1 French archer dead. Put an Axeman in Shanghai to take that city soon. Add a warehouse so we can hold more cards, or resources, I mean. Or cards. You can also keep cards that you want to use next turn. Stuff it over here. Let's just surrender. Let's boost this massive powered Chinese unit. I no longer am going to need that settler because the Maya, I believe it is, or Aztecs have moved into this area, which was where the only one really I was looking at. Spreading to myself. So I'm going to burn the settler. Oop, hello there. Go. Build a library in Shanghai. I'm going to burn double time. Don't think it's that useful. And I've got so many hammers left, and I've got some cash. I'm going to start drawing some cards. Perfect. A wonder. Build the Great Lighthouse up here near Rome, where it also can touch Antieum. And then anytime they actually start working the water, the lighthouse will give benefits. Let's boost Rome up a bunch. And draw some more cards. Cultivate. Do I have a farm? Oh, I have a winery. That's good. Get extra luxuries from the winery. Lumber mill. I don't think I have one. Yep. No valid forests. None of my cities have a forest that I haven't already exploited. So let's sell some horses. It's an extra 6 coins. Fuck it. Keep drawing. Let's just keep this train rolling. Rainer for Rome. Excellent. Give me another one. Mysticism. There's research I haven't done yet. The basic philosophy/religion tree. Build a temple or research philosophy. Let's do philosophy. Boom. Theology. Let's research theology. Boom. Go right up that tech tree real fast. Let's grab state religion, because the rest of them are too expensive for me. I'll bring that out. I could turn something into a holy warrior. Produces 4 luxury for the nearest city. I'm sorry, not luxury, culture. The first attack that would kill the unit reduces it to half strength. Let's make this Axeman a holy warrior Axeman. Now, that was a good turn. We did a lot in that turn. Next turn, we're going to complete that massive assault on the French. They're trying to knock us down a bit here, though. Make it less painful. Okay. Let's start by completing our assault. So, first, we capture Intium. Second, we use our archer here, and then to soften him up, and the Axeman go in and take the town. Our next archer is going to get as close to Paris, which is hiding in the corner here, as possible. This guy is going to soften up that Axeman. And by soften up, I mean kill. Ooh, can I go faster? Yes, if I use this charge on the Axeman, if he gets next to the city, he will automatically then attack the city and land on it. Next turn I can capture. Great. Fantastic. Let's build another one of those amazing archers in my main city. And we'll use Mobilize to let them go right away. And we'll push toward the Aztecs over here. Just keep them on their toes. Pasture on the other piggies. Research metalworking. Here we go. These are the things that require iron, and they are much stronger. 15 and 10 for these units. And of course the spearmen do extra damage to cavalry. Haven't had any cavalry problems, but you never know. We'll build a swordsman in Shanghai. We'll do tactics. Pathfinder removes terrain penalties. We'll give that to our new swordsman. Looks like a good turn, and we'll bank 11 extra coins, or I could grab more cards. Harbor. One more card. Fort. Trash the fort. Okay. Let's boost Shanghai. Let's boost Antietam's population and luxuries. Great. End turn. Kind of like a board game, yeah. I mean, anyone who's ever played Civilization is going to be like, oh yeah, it's clearly inspired by Civ. But no, it definitely makes sense as a very complicated board game. Civ with cards, yep. Brandon Moore totally gets it. But like, Dirty D is like, I've never played Civilization. I don't know how. I don't know how you've seen... Like, how you've stumbled upon my channel and played almost no video games ever. Oh man. It's fucking French trying to fight back here. Alright. Here comes the big turn. Number 1, take Lyon. Claimed. Move the archers forward. Kill the settler hiding in Paris. Claim Orléans. Let's push toward... Oh, I got a... there's a hut there for some free resources. We're going to push toward Egypt. Swordsman 2. We are very close to the 100 points that we need. Might get that just for conquering Paris, but we'll see. So 2 military units available, one of which is this warrior. We'll move them over here toward Russia. And the other one is this archer, which was damaged. Go ahead and take out the defenses there, which will probably let Russia go in and capture it, but that's okay. We can build a road, massive road, build some farms. Not the organized labor. Farm on Shanghai. Research mathematics. Okay. Leads to 3 additional research technologies, or I can build Chichen Itza, which will increase the amount of gold I get. Also gives me some victory points. Let's grab Chichen Itza. I've got stone. I have 2 stone that I've acquired somehow. So it's very cheap to build. 3 hammers and some stone. Plop that right. Here's good. Forge. Shanghai. Oop, little lag. I don't know if you guys hear that, like, that rapid noise or if it just freezes for a minute. I don't know. Lots of potential sites for mine. We're going to put it over here so I can collect marble. Build the road. From here all the way to the edge. There we go. Linked up a couple more cities. 4 cards. Okay. Now, I'm going to toss maneuvers, which will allow me to build another winery here. And that's about it. I guess I got to sell some shit. Sell marble. Sell iron. And let's dump a bunch of food in the kitchen. Cool. Good turn. Hello, Amazing Kook 143. It's going well. We are very close to hitting the 100 victory points that we need. I think we're going to get that when we capture Paris. Really nothing stands in our way right now. Even Egypt, who has quite a big, massive army. They look like they're using it to attack the Aztecs instead of us. So if we do not win this turn, I don't know if we're going to capture Paris this turn. We still might win this turn. I mean, if we draw a appropriate wonder, which I've drawn 2. One of those will get us very close. 31 freaking hammers. Amazing. Game will end soon. Somebody else hit 100 points? Not turn 30, that's for sure. Alright, well, it's alright. We're going to do our best to conquer... God, Lyons has no population left. You know what? Memphis is undefended. If I can draw a charge, I can take it next turn. Killed a dude. On. Alright, let's build the mosque first. Read what it did. 2 victory points for each holy site I control, and it produces 4 culture and 8 victory points. And then if I build a great wall, that'll give me the victory points I need. Now over 100. Divine Favor to give my swordsman a boost, maybe? Divine Decree to increase happiness in Beijing. Nowhere to put a fishing hut. Not enough hammers, actually, sorry. Let's research engineering. Oof. And then research gunpowder. Amazing. If I had the 8 hammers, that would be fucking sick. Okay, end the turn. We hit the 100. You've made number 1 on the daily leaderboard? No kidding. On the public test build? Still, though. That's awesome. I've hit, like, in the hundreds for daily and weekly. Yeah, like, I could definitely see how you can hit top, like, 10 on some of them. I'm like, okay, it's very easy. If I do this, this, and this, and this, I'll get there. And then, like, you just don't draw the right cards, or find the right starting position, or you get attacked by, you know, a different nation before you're ready. It's just like, and then your plans all go to shit. And then it's 15 turns instead of 4. A lot of min-maxing to get number 1 on today. Alright, that should do it. I've hit 100. Final score, China 102. Egypt 42 at next, so we were crushing them. Ta-da! That's the game! It's pretty straightforward, pretty quick. It's only like, it's less than 20 bucks, I think, right now. I might be on sale because it's new and they were hyping it up from the Oxcast. But I've definitely got more than that out of it already. I've played it, you know, during meetings and stuff. Quick, fun game with some little challenges, with some little campaigns and stuff. It's great. And I feel like they've got a lot that they can improve on it. So I suspect that that money will continue to pay dividends over time. So yeah, I mean, I can check the daily challenge here. You have to complete a challenge in order to view the scores, but it's like, just eliminate a player. Like, doesn't matter about the score, doesn't matter about anything else. You knock one player out of the game, boom, the daily challenge is done. And then there's a weekly challenge. I'm currently 751, but when I started, I was definitely above 200. Or maybe just, like, outside of it. Yeah, no, it's a quick game. It's a fast game. That one took about an hour, but that's because I was explaining stuff and talking, you know? I think average game, I think, is probably like 30 minutes, you know? Especially if you know what you're doing. But yeah, like 18 turns to complete 4 levels, you know, that's wild. It's wild. But it can be done. Okay, that's it. It is almost midnight. I've had a great night playing tonight. We played some Slay the Princess, which is a weird, very weird psychological thriller. I may play that 2 more times for the stream. We'll see. I may go back to Harvester as well for the stream. October is nearly over, and my next scheduled game night would be Tuesday. Tuesday is actually Halloween and actually trick-or-treat night. So if I do stream that night, it will be late. But we'll see. I'll do what I can. I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, and the second game was Hexarchy. You can definitely look it up on Steam. Hexarchy. The video is playing automatically. It is $15.99 right now because it's 20% off. Very cool game. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you either Tuesday or I had to reschedule my board game for next Thursday. So probably not next Thursday. So it's either Tuesday or Saturday, a week from today. So have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.